Hello everyone, George here, and as you can see, we are back on F1 Clash once more. And in this video, we are gonna be talking about two main things that I recently discovered after some testing. First of all, thank you so much for 700 subscribers. Honestly, you guys are amazing, and thank you so much for the support. And before we start this video as well, don't forget to like and subscribe and just smash that subscribe button. So let's get into it. First of all, we are gonna be talking about the service during your race. One thing that I discovered is that under safety car, as you're seeing here, your drivers or your car doesn't use service at all. This race was around Spain. I believe it was in Series 6, maybe, I'm not really sure. But the safety car came out because I believe my rival was the one who crashed. I'm not really sure about that. But as you can just see, if you look at Max's car, it's just still on 78%. So basically, this information, I had no idea that it exists. But yeah, under safety car, there's no service consumption. So now, second of all, right now I'm using Alex Albon at level 3 and I'm still with Lewis Hamilton at level 1. And you can see that my team score is 814. So the thing that I did discover, and which is obvious by now for most of you, is that every series has, let's call it a recommended team score to get a decent qualifying session. So we're gonna for now be testing on two different series. We're gonna go in series 4 and make some testing on how the qualifying works, and we are gonna be going into series 7, the current series I'm in at the moment. So 814 team score is quite good, to be honest, but it is not let's say the perfect team score to get a high qualifying session in series 7. So as you can see, I still need 200 more flags to reach series 8, but after the change that Hutch made yesterday for the rewards, I cannot be asked to keep grinding to get, after 1 week of grinding, a series 5 legendary crate, because I can simply get that while racing and open it with my bucks. So yeah, I'm not gonna grind the same way I was grinding before this change. So now we go down to series 4 and we are gonna be testing here just to have a better idea about how the qualifying system is working. So the qualifying, first of all, is based on your car setup and on your drivers. So 814 should get us in series 4 at least in top 4 with both of my drivers. So this race is gonna be around Abu Dhabi. I'm not gonna be showing this race, this full race. We're just gonna show the qualifying session here, and from there we are gonna move on to series 7. So it is around Abu Dhabi, and you can just see how the qualifying is working. So we're gonna be getting here P3 and P4, which is honestly quite good, because we have a team score that is way more than the necessary team score to get a decent qualifying in this series. Now we move on to series 7, the current series I'm in, and we are gonna be seeing with 814 team score how the qualifying session is gonna be. So we're gonna be facing a top player here from Hunters, and it is gonna be around Brazil. So hopefully we don't get a wet qualifying session, because if he has a series 12 driver, we are gonna be destroyed during qualifying. I believe he left the race. Yeah. So we move on, and now we are gonna be seeing how the qualifying, right? So it is a wet qualifying after all. I was just asking not to have this qualifying session, but it is fine. It is completely fine. So he's using season 12 or Series 12 Max Verstappen, who is gonna be qualifying in P8, and we are P18 and P20 on the grid. So from this point, you do know that in Series 7, you do need way more higher, or let's say you need at least 850 or maybe 900 team score to be able to get a 1-2 or 2-3 or 3-4 on the grid. So we're gonna be racing his AI at the moment, but even when racing an AI around tracks, it is gonna be so difficult for you, simply because a Series 12 driver is unstoppable. And even if you have a stronger setup, your driver just don't go for the overtake easily around that driver. So we're gonna be playing the long game here. We're gonna be going for 4 laps with Alex Albon. We're gonna be going for 5 laps with Lewis Hamilton. It depends on how AI Verstappen is gonna act during the race. If he stays on softs all race, then it is gonna be a 2-stop strategy for him. If he switches to mediums or hard tires, then basically it is over for me. But as I was saying, team score is the main, let's say, factor on how you are gonna be getting a qualifying session. It's true that if you have a Series 12 driver, he's gonna qualify in P8, but he's only qualifying in P8 because of his own stats. That's because your drivers are so weak comparing to his stats, but he's not getting P1 or P2 or top 5, simply because the team score of your opponent is also not the one necessary or not the minimum required for you to get, or for him to get P1 or P2 on the grid. And this is why on dry races I do get, even if I'm racing a Series 12 driver, the maximum qualifying session they get is P14. And if it is a wet qualifying session, it is basically around P8 most of the time. So we're gonna be pitting now with Alex Albon for a new set of medium tires. We are not gonna be servicing Albon, but after lap 5, I'm thinking of servicing Lewis Hamilton. I'm not really sure about this. So in order to win this race, I believe we have to service Lewis Hamilton, because I'm gonna be on my second stint boosting on softs all the time. You can see that Ricardo did pit as well for another set of hard tires. Max is gonna be pitting at the end of lap 6, which is gonna help us a little bit here to chase after him. And I believe that we are gonna be getting a win in this race. So racing Series 12 drivers isn't the end of the world. You can still win, but it only depends on the strategy your rival is using or the AI that you're facing is using. If he's on soft tires most of the time, he's gonna be pitting twice. If he's on medium tires, well then, yeah, basically there's no point of continuing the race, because it is gonna be a one-stop strategy, because around tracks with 8 laps or 9 laps, most of the time Series 12 drivers just go for a one-stop strategy, because they have the tire management needed to carry on for that little bit extra distance on the track. And basically they never run out of tires. They might get a breakdown, but they don't run out of tires easily. And basically the race is over if they are on a one-stop strategy. So that is what you basically need to know about team score. You need to reach the maximum of the team score you can get to be able to get a decent qualifying session, even if you are racing Series 12 drivers. And as I said in the previous video, spending CC points, let's say it is quite good, but if you are planning to play the long game, then I don't recommend spending them at the beginning of the game, because As you can see in this race, a series 12 driver is gonna be qualifying in P8. If it is a wet race, he's gonna be qualifying in P14. So as you can see, we did get the win after all. And this shows you that you can beat a Series 12 driver. It is hard, but it is doable. And by the way, personally, I thought that unlocking Series 12 drivers is gonna keep helping you all the way up to like Series 9 or Series 10. But starting Series 7, you are gonna be struggling with Series 12 drivers. You are gonna be getting decent qualifying sessions in P8 or P14 or P15. Sometimes you're gonna be qualifying in P18. It depends on the setup you are using as well. But yeah, basically I have 814 team score at the moment, and I'm gonna be trying to maximize this team score as much as possible. So we do have a spinner at the moment, so let's see if we can hit a platinum crate or a gold crate, but I believe we're getting coins as usual. Yeah, it is 120k coins. It is completely fine. Let's check the shop here. All right, so it is Valtteri Bottas. I'm not wasting my bucks to get him. I'm still waiting for a Series 12 driver to buy from the shop. I don't want to waste the remaining of my CC points on a Series 12 driver. And we do have a platinum crate as well. So let's open that for you guys and let's see if we can hit at least something decent. If this is a Series 6 or Series 7, I didn't even pay attention. So we got some Joe here. We got the Temper, some Latifi here, useless. Valtteri Bottas. We're getting some Magnussen here. As for epics, we're gonna be getting 8 tracers. I'm using this front wing, by the way. And our final part is gonna be the Quicksilver. I'm using this part as well. But this is, I believe, gonna cost us a lot of coins to upgrade them. So let's go and upgrade these 2 parts. Let's start unlocking this crate first. And let's check how much we are gonna be paying here. All right, so it's only 240k for the Quicksilver, all right? So that's completely fine. Hopefully the Tracer is not gonna cost us at all. All right, let's check. It's 126k, right? That's really good as well. And it is up to level 4. And currently we have a team score of 833. So it is not quite the team score I'm looking for to get decent qualies in Series 7. But the higher your team score is, the better qualifying sessions you are gonna be getting, even if you are facing Series 12 drivers. So at the end, this is gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you guys are finding these tips or these ideas quite good for you, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Take care and peace.